Welcome back, guys, and today I'll be showing you how you can make 100k every single day in EAFC. If you're new around here and want to be in for the chance of winning some FIFA points, we've got 9 sets of FIFA points or copies of EAFC to give away to 9 lucky winners. All you've got to do is subscribe and send me proof over on Instagram, and as usual, guys, if you want some coins in a little bit of an easier way, well. So if you guys are sick of losing in FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. So of course, one of the routes you want to go down when you are making 100k every day is get 20k together and pop yourself over to the challenges section and complete marquee matchups. For this, you get a premium gold players pack, you get a small electrum, small gold, prime mix, and a small prime. Now overall, you are going to get a minimum of around 20,000 coins, which is usually what it costs. So it's always going to work out in your favor to do it because you're going to get the chance at more and you can only ever really even out as a worst case scenario. Now the other thing I tell you to do every single day is head over to your classic packs and go over to your preview pack. And as you can see, today I lucked out and got Donnarumma. So I can buy it with coins or points. It makes sense to do coins right now because obviously if I do it with points, it takes me below the K mark. But we've got a nice little Donnarumma who's worth about 15k, which would pay for another preview pack as well. So that puts us in a position where we could open 2 more and still be at break even and have not lost any coins. We'll get rid of anything here that we don't really see any use to, and we'll send the rest of the club. I'm going to keep him just because he's going to be useful for SBCs. But by doing that first one, you get the opportunity to do a next one so we can see if this one is also profitable. Looks like it's not. Now, of course, we're leaving the store and there are methods you can do there, like the bronze pack method, but we'll be coming to that in another video, so be sure to check that out. But of course, the transfer market is where we're going to make most of our coins. So on the lower end of things, when you are making 100k, you probably want to be looking at methods from 0 to around 20,000 coins. So to start you off, the Premier League is always a nice place to go. Now, a good one to start off with is Gold Rare Brazil, Premier League and Arsenal. This one gives you Gabriel Jesus and of course Gabriel Martinelli as well. And realistically, price-wise, they're not miles away from each other. They're both sat around that sort of 4 or 5k mark. Now, if you don't have 4 or 5k and you need to make those coins, don't worry, we'll run through something a little bit cheaper as well. But this is a really good starting point when you are on a lower sort of end method. As you can see, Jesus is going for around what looks like about 3.8 thousand coins right now. If we have a look, that seems to be kind of the general consensus. So we're going to try and sell him for about that, which means EA tax is about 200 coins. So to make profit, we want to go to 3.4, where we'll be making about 220 coins per card. Now, if you think about it, you only really need like 4 or 5 cards to get you to that K mark when you are getting them at this price. So you're at a really good price point. We would have got I think a 600 coin profit or a 400 coin profit out of that one. So that would have been quite nice. If we got that one and a couple others, you're looking at a very easy profit. We got a 3.2 there. So that is 400 coins very, very easily. And of course, he's actually the cheaper one. So you can get Nelly. But he's going to be a little bit more difficult. So this one is definitely the one that you're going to have coming up more. Obviously, there were a few 3.8s on the market. So if he doesn't sell at 3.8, I'll just pop him up for 3.7 and then we're absolutely laughing. You've got a 2.6 that we have missed sorely there. That would have been a very nice snipe. Now, an honourable mention in the Premier League at a similar value. If you take yourself over to Man City, pop in English and Gold Rare, you've got Grealish, Stones and Foden. So that's quite a nice one. Of course, we all know that if you pop in Special and Brighton, you've got the likes of Matoma, you're going to have Lamptey. So these are all filters that are pretty basic on the cheaper scale. Now, for those of you who really need like a dirt cheap method, what you're going to want to do is actually go for gold commons. You're going to go for Premier League and you're going to go for French. At this point, you're going to go for about, I think, 350, 400 coins, this kind of area. And what you're really going to want to do in this kind of area is bid. So if we go to a max price of 350 coins here, and you can bid a lot of these, you can see there's a bid on a few of them here. You're not going to get a lot of people bidding past that 350 mark because the cards don't go for much more. But as you can see, we can bid on a lot of these. That Lenglet, for example, a lot of these at 400 and sell them on at an easy 550 or 600. So Olissi there, he's a good one. He can be popped into some of the evolutions. You got Areola there. So you can pretty much pick any of these cards, bid on them up to 350 or 400, and then you just want to sell them on afterwards. You won't win all of them, but you win a fair few at the lower end, and it's going to build your coins up to move on and do the sniping filters. A fun little one we discovered the other day is that you can pop Ronaldo, and you can also have Al Jabba on a filter together, but you can also have Benzema as well by popping in forward, Saudi League, and Playstyle Plus only. So this one's got Al Jabba, it's got Ronaldo, and it's got Benzema. So you can see here, Ronaldo, probably the cheapest card he's ever going to have. Hopefully they drop an Evolutions where you can pop Ronaldo in, and then everyone's obviously, I mean, his price will soar, and I've heard he's actually very good in game. So that was a ridiculous miss. Let's hope we haven't actually missed that. Oh, that was an 11k. That would have been a huge snipe. A little bit gutted we missed that one. Let's move on to the next filter. And if you like this shirt or any of the other football shirts I've been wearing recently, go check out Best Football Kits in the description and get 12% off with my... So on the very low end of special cards, if you go to around 12k in League One, you got Macedo, you got Youngwa, you got Matic, and you got Moffy there. But if you actually pop this over to Defender, you're going to take out some of the sort of worst cards that are in there. You're going to be left with Youngwa, you're going to be left with Macedo, and then you should have another one as well. But it's a very, very easy filter to make a decent amount of coins. Now heading over to the female La Liga, of course, you do have a lot of options there because on Barcelona's front, they have a lot of midfielders that are worth a lot. You got Wilshere, you got Paredes, you've actually got quite a lot of players overall that are just worth a decent bit. But if we just look on the lower end of things, at around the 1k mark, you've got, as you can see, not a great option for you. But if you pop on Playstyles Plus, you can pop this a little bit higher. You're looking at around 17k for your first one, and that's Rolfo. And you'll also have some of the other midfielders in there as well, or some of the other good players there as well. If you take off the price cap, you can see who you've got. So you've got Rolfo, you've got Paredes, we should have a couple others there. You've got is that a centre back? You've got Gajaro, Paredes, Rolfo. There is another one. I know that obviously you got Pateles, but she's not going to come up much on this. But yeah, so you do have a good array of players, and obviously it's good to get the women in the sniping filters because there aren't many filters you can use with them because they don't. It's annoying that the clubs don't combine. Like I should be able to snipe Paredes at the same time as I'm sniping a Barcelona player. I suppose there's not really many good Barcelona players this year on FIFA, but you know, you get the point. If I should be able to snipe Rafinha and Paredes or Rolfo at the same time. You're looking at 14.5k. Oh, we've missed another big one. We've missed another big one. 15k. EA tax going to be about 700 coins. If we go down to 13.5, we're absolutely laughing. We've missed the first one, but you know, I think we've got I definitely missed that one as well. I don't even know why I phased at that one. I just didn't even max price it, so I just didn't think it would even work. Come on, surely we get the next one. Look at me shining. That was a very needy snipe, but we needed it. We needed it. We needed it for the confidence, and now we're going to go out and get a big one. Now, of course, if you head over to the regular La Liga, you've got centre mid and playstyles. That's going to be a nice one with Cruz, Parejo, Gundogan, etc. You can also pop German on Gundogan, Cruz. If you head over to League One and we go over to PSG, you've got quite a few options there. Of course, if we head over to just simply Italy, you're going to have Donnarumma and Verratti. So a nice little filter with the two of them because both of them are actually a lot cheaper than they'd usually be now. So you can make a decent bit off of that. So if we have a look at Verratti, I think he's probably sat around the 7k mark maybe. Not quite. You've got Nadoya there. But how long do we have to go till we find Verratti? Pretty much straight away. That would have been a snipe, I think. I reckon he's at the sort of 9k mark. Let's have a look. So you've got a few there at 9k. It seems to be 8.8, 8.7 seems to kind of be his number. So if we just have a look at where he kind of settles out. 8.5, you got a couple, so EA tax on that is going to be about 500 coins, so go down by one. You're looking at about 400 coin profit per card, so it's a decent profit. It's going to be one where if you get a Donnarumma, you absolutely cream yourself because it's so ridiculous how much you'll make off of that one snipe. But it might be one that's a slow burner, more of the varieties, but of course Verratti is a good potential there because he goes down to around 2k. You can make up to about 5 or 6k card if you get a really, really good snipe. So that's what you're aiming for. And of course, I'm aiming for 16k subs, so make sure to subscribe, get your entries in for the giveaway, and I'll see you tomorrow.